Back to a video. So many years ago, one of these government think tanks came out with a research, and their conclusion, they said 90% of the people won't make it after a year, after any type of calamity. What this means, they were referring to a deployment of an EPM over North America. And obviously without electricity, the panic and chaos which will cause havoc in our society and disruption of all the services, water, gas, electricity, and food distribution, telecommunications, medical care, will take the population to perish within 1 year due to many factors. Panic and chaos, which claims many victims than the event itself, which is a government statistic of the Manchester government in Britain. There's a reference from the Freds. The nation's healthcare system, in 1 day, all its resources will disappear just to cope with one event. Obviously, the hospitals will be overwhelmed. Law and order will just absolutely collapse. Probably military might take over civilian and policing under martial laws, or under martial laws looting or any type of crimes committed, people will be immediately executed. And this is a classic measure which, whether it's a dictatorship or coup, when there's military in the middle, for no reason you can be picked out, taken away and shot, because the rule of law, due process, doesn't exist. And the fact is, not many people are aware of the possible dangers which society could face, and especially them. People are not prepared for these things. I'm not saying you have to be prepared for everything. You should be prepared minimally. In recent times, the powers that be are poking us with this: you must have 72 hours of food and wards and supplies in case of an event. Because sooner or later, without you knowing, and something will happen, and you'll be caught with your guard low down. How are you going to act in that? As I said, 90% will just panic and perish. Whether in that moment, a few days, a few weeks, a few months, or even 1 year. Causes of death: hunger, diseases, victim of a crime, fight for survival, and so on. And the most vulnerable people of our society will be the first ones to go, because of lack of healthcare, lack of supply of medicines, because obviously the factories, no one will be working, no electrical energy, off grid, transport down as well. So there are people who are preparing for these events, and such skills can be even useful in everyday life if you have to front an emergency situation.